Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. More to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easily.
Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fired. Intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Oh, out of space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Moves around to clear up the vision. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big
drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on third. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
Makes a grab past the marker. Turning on the Jets. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's reeled in. It's McCray. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a crease. It's McCray. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Delp. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions...
It's a seam wide open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now the toss. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Garcia. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Continues to fight for yards.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Under fire. Complete to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll immediately call timeout. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it. First down and more. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty... Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Looking for space, it's Hemby. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. He's loose. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
With the catch, it's Hemby. The pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it from the gun. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation.
There he goes! Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. First play of the period, first down here. Might be changing the route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
He'll pitch it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback strolling away from heat. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now improvising. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. The inside handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a two-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that took a little longer than expected, but we finally have scoring. It's 3-0. The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Slithers into space. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Indiana! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game. Quickly complete. Looking for room at the 30. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. It's a running room. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Using his legs, it's McCray. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Finds his man. It's Branch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, we know this guy is And because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the
defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Peoples. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got him. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive team.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Buys a little time with his feet. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Now the pitch. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. No hesitation. No trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Makes the catch. It's White. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The sure hands. It's Bell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Got his man. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a step.
There he goes. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The snap sets up the throw. Backs looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the big fella.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the catch. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the move at the 30. Wide open space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's going to throw deep right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Georgia going up tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Across the 25, he's got room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
With the run on first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On the move, it's McCray. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Gets it out quickly. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And now this is the time in the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. So we got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And he made the extra point without problem. Coming out with it, it's Graham. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And
At this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Got it in the middle. It's Branch. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route runner. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man open. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Here's a throw downfield late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation